Hi, welcome to the workshop on Monday the 25th of March. Just a quick review of what happened last week. FTSE was showed about 9,700 points, that's about 1.5%. Dow was unchanged, S&P's slightly weaker, 4 points lower. Gold, that rallied $16, just about 1%. Crude was up just 25 cents. The euro against the dollar, that stumbled a little bit, down 89 pips, that's about 0.7%. Sterling, that recovered on the crosses against the euro and against the dollar. Against the dollar, it was up 113 points, or about 0.75%. So, still daylight saving gap of just 4 hours. We change our clocks this Sunday, the 31st of March, although it's debatable whether we're in summer, of course. Shortened week due to the Easter break, so we've got a bank holiday on Friday, and also in the UK on Monday. So a 4-day week this week in UK, Europe and the US. Next week it's just the UK really, Easter Monday. The news overnight, well, the self-inflicted wound that created by the Eurozone over Cyprus looks as to have been sorted only at the 11th hour again. It was a bit of a botched attempt really throughout the week last week. It seems to be the way of the Eurozone. The effects on the market this time last week, Euro dipped quite sharply, although then did nothing for the rest of the week. And I think it became clear that there weren't many options left open to the Cyprus government. The Euro and markets didn't suffer too much. There was a little bit of risk off, but I'm not surprised this morning, having seen the 11th hour deal, there isn't much reaction in the markets. The main reaction really is in equities. The likes of the S&P's up, and FTSE were up sort of 45 odd points mid-morning here in the UK. But otherwise, the news that Cyprus has negotiated a rescue so it can get its 10 billion bailout fund has been greeted sort of the muted reaction really is the best description. The euro traded back up to sort of 130.35, 130.40, but then slipped in earlier on in Europe. I suspect it may get a little bit of a fill up with the US coming in sort of 11:30 this morning. So that leaves us really just to have a look at the data out this week. It's fairly thin on the ground. Looking at the calendar here, we got Ben Bernanke in London, 5:15, talking with Mervyn King. That could have an effect on the markets, although Ben Bernanke has got a lot of experience in addressing these conferences and make sure he doesn't do anything that can affect the markets too much. We then have on Tuesday, durable goods is a big number. That's softening from the very heady number of 2.3% last month, but 0.7% this month is the core number that we have to look at. It is a defining number. It's probably one of the most important numbers after non-farm payroll and interest rate news. Consumer confidence is another interesting number, a leading indicator, consumer confidence. If consumers are confident, they will spend, and if they spend, retail sales picks up and companies make more money. Home sales as well. We've got home sales tomorrow, and then we have pending home sales in the US again on Wednesday. Pending home sales, more of a leading indicator. We've got the UK current account at 9:30 on Wednesday, pretty much the same as the previous months, but the news hasn't been great for our borrowing and the current account, but as I said, that's expected at 12.7 billion. Then on Thursday we have Canadian GDP. That could be quite interesting. That's mildly positive after a contraction of 0.2% the previous month. And then we have weekly unemployment claims. It's continuing its good work. Numbers have been improving steadily in the US, so we're looking for a number of around 340,000 on claims published at 12:30 on Thursday. And that's really it. We do have Chicago PMI out at 145 on Thursday. We also have data actually out on Friday, but the markets won't be able to articulate their views on those numbers because obviously they're shut. US markets open again on Monday next week. We open again on Tuesday, so we effectively have a 4-day long weekend to enjoy the delights of spring, or perhaps not. Thanks very much for listening. We'll reconvene again on Thursday this week. Thanks. Bye for now.